What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Binance, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, I like to do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. So definitely make sure to comment your favorite altcoin down in the comment section below as I can pick one and review it in next week's episodes. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's video is, as of right now, XRP has actually closed above its resistance level, which is interesting because all the other cryptocurrencies in the space, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Binance Coin, have actually closed right on the resistance, and if not right below it. We haven't yet seen the confirmation break above that resistance line, so we're not necessarily right now going to see that break back to the upside that we've kind of been hoping for, even though we've been anticipating a reversal. Otherwise, I know I'm speaking, tomorrow and today, and I'd like to explain what I mean by that because I just want to, clear any of the confusion before we get into it. Otherwise, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, right now it is currently Thursday, July 22nd at about 8:45 at night. I'm making this video now because I am busy in the morning, which should be right now that you're watching today's episode. But I'm going to be reviewing tonight's charts and publishing it tomorrow morning, and we'll see if my predictions actually come true. If they are, we'll go from there, and if things look really good tomorrow when I check the way the charts are forming, then I'll make another video today to actually review in the rest. It's so fucking confusing. Hold on, I'm not done. Then I'll make another video to talk about what exactly is going on. Otherwise, let's look at what's happening tonight and compare it to see how it's going to be doing tomorrow morning. So as of right now for XRP at about 8:30 tonight, we actually closed today's candle, which looks good. And that is something we can talk about, as normally we're talking about candles opening in the morning. But now that we're talking about them tonight, candles are actually closing. And we're just now starting a new one today, which is interesting. So what I'm noticing is the fact that XRP is one of the only cryptocurrencies that actually closed above its downtrend. Now, currently, refreshing the market right now, current coin market cap are only up about 2%, but for the most part, it seems like most of the top 10 cryptocurrencies are pretty much just consolidating. But as of right now for XRP, the fact that we closed ever so slightly above this downtrend isn't and shouldn't be enough for you guys to just buy back into it. And the reason being, and this is why I always say to look at all the other cryptocurrencies instead of just focusing on one, is because sometimes you can pick up on bigger patterns and bigger, technical analysis that might not be just showing on one cryptocurrency. So for XRP right now, even though we kind of broken out of this descending fractal right here, the problem relies heavy on the fact that it hasn't broken out of it for Ethereum, it hasn't broken out of it for Bitcoin, and it hasn't broken out of it for Binance Coin. Actually, the way these candles have been closing are showing more signs of reversals. So what does that mean for the market right now? If I had to kind of guess or play an assumption, and if I was to leverage this cryptocurrency and try to figure out where exactly we're going to be moving to, the fact is, even by slightly tweaking like the Ethereum charts and so on and so forth, you can understand the fact that we're hitting this top resistance level, and there's a bigger chance in the fact that we're going to reverse back down and retest this bottom support right around here, right at about 1781. So I would not be surprised in the fact that we're hitting this top resistance that we branch off of this and start to reverse lower to head back down to bottom support. That's where I'd be keeping my eye open. Now, it really depends on how exactly we trade around this. Really, we're waiting now for the confirmation of which direction this candle is going to close to and which one we'll buy into. So if we decide to actually close lower, actually you could theoretically buy in right now, putting a short to the downside and creating that stop loss resistance right here. So in case we decide to break over this downtrend here and head up to the moving average, we'll actually be able to get stopped down and flip our position to leverage it back to the upside. But ultimately, the way these markets are trending out is the fact that these downtrends are here to stay, and they're acting as a ton of resistance, and it's making this market very uncertain, and there's a bigger chance that we're going to see reversal and pull back to the downside. So I would not be surprised if by the time you're watching this, prices are already starting to correct lower. Even for Bitcoin, you can see here, this is pretty much the biggest giveaway for me. The fact is there's a massive descending fractal forming on this coin, and we are constantly creating these lower high patterns, as we've always been talking about since literally May now, with lower high and lower high and lower high, and it's been a consistent pattern here. The fact is this downtrend has not been proven to fail on us. We haven't seen really that many times that we've broken above it, and even when we did, we pretty much just stuck it out for months later of just correcting back down below here. So I would not be surprised to see once again the fact that we're retesting this top resistance here to ultimately start to see some downtrend and candles start to reverse us back lower. And I would not be surprised if we come back down for Bitcoin and retest 30K. So ultimately, this is hitting a top. And as we can base judgment off prior history, you can see every time we tend to hit that top resistance, we end up correcting lower. So I would not be surprised if once again we decide to correct lower on this price and inevitably retest that bottom support, which we were hoping to do about 3 days ago, which obviously didn't happen. We retested it, but we didn't break below here. We just bounced off support and leveraged this up to the upside, capitalizing on the run, and now we're gambling that there's going to be a short. Because like I say, I always like to buy in and sell short when we hit top resistances or these price supports and price ceilings. So if we hit the price floor, it's a good opportunity to buy in and long it to the upside. And we hit the price ceiling, it's a good chance and a good opportunity to leverage it back to the downside. So we'll see how exactly this market plays out. Even with Binance Coin right here, the fact is it's also retesting its resistance. And as we can see, it doesn't have a good track record with breaking through its resistance levels. So I would not be surprised, even with Binance Coin, that we start to see a small dip back to the downside. So who's to say that we don't break bullish? Obviously, there's always that chance. That's why we cover ourselves whenever we enter a trade to create that stop loss at the prior price ceiling or the prior price floor, and obviously cover ourselves in case we decide to, reverse the other way. But by the way things are trading out and the way these markets have been, volume died off. We're not seeing any volume come back into the markets, so there's more benefit of the doubt that we're probably going to see that reversal pull us back downwards and come back down to retest support. But very soon, guys, very soon, probably not by tomorrow, but in the next couple of days, which seems to bring us right to about August 6th for Ethereum, about August 6th for Bitcoin, and Binance about August 6th. Seems to be where that prime breakout should happen, either a breakout or a breakdown. That's what we're looking for, basically filling in this gap right here. We're just playing this out for right now, and if you zoom into the 4 hour, you can kind of see it looks a little bit bigger than maybe what you've looked at in the past. You can even see on probably most of these cryptocurrencies that we're actually retesting resistance, this downtrend, as well as moving averages, which is probably going to pull the price back down. We're trading at a high right now at about 55 on the relative strength indicator on the 4 hour charts, which again is signaling probably another pullback to the downside. So I would not be surprised in the slightest. Even for Bitcoin, if we zoom into the 4 hour, it's also retesting its moving average. Notice how much of a problem this moving average has been. We're trading bearish. We also are trading very high on the relative strength indicator. It's a very big chance that by the time you see this video, we'll already start to be reversing back downwards. It's almost a given at this point. So let's see exactly what happens. And we'll definitely probably make another video when you're seeing this, we'll make another video a few hours from then discussing what exactly is going on, because this is kind of exciting to me, and I do believe we're going to see probably a correction back down. So we'll figure it out, but for right now, that's my assumption. That's my belief. The S&P 500 actually looks really good. It's going to be interesting come by the time you see this, how exactly we'll open up today's market. There's a good chance we'll probably head up higher. That's what my theory is with this. It looks like we're coming back to retest the MACD, and it seems like we're looking okay on the moving averages and the RSIs. So I think we're going to start to stem back up and eventually sweep back into the upside. But otherwise, it's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Like I said, I understand the confusion if the way I'm saying this doesn't really make sense. You're watching this in the morning on Friday morning. I'm making this video Thursday night. So the charts that you're watching at are a couple of hours prior. So by the time you watch this, you'll probably see how exactly these candles play out, whether we go up or go down. My analysis and my assumption is that we're going to reverse back down. But we'll see if that theory works tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll make a follow-up video later on in the day. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video, guys. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Or I'll see you in a later episode. Peace.